Corporal punishment and nonviolent discipline. In this video, we will tell you about corporal punishment and how it could be substituted by nonviolent discipline. Corporal punishment is the most common form of violence against children worldwide. According to the Committee on the Rights of the Child, it includes any punishment in which physical force is used and intended to cause some degree of pain or discomfort. In the view of the Committee on Rights of the Child, corporal punishment is invariably degrading, including non-physical forms of punishment which humiliates, denigrates, threatens, or scares the child. Countries are putting big efforts to reduce violence and corporal punishment against children. In 2021, there were 63 countries worldwide that prohibited all corporal punishment of children, including in the home. Is your country of residence among these 63 states? However, many of us have experienced corporal punishments in our childhood and/or punish our children ourselves. Remember your childhood and how your parents disciplined you for unfavorable behavior. Have they talked with you in a calm manner? Have they shouted at you? Have they spanked you? Have they beaten you? Remember, how did you feel in such a situation? Now, think about your children. How do you discipline your children for their unfavorable behavior? Are you talking with them in a calm manner? Are you shouting at them? Are you spanking them? Are you beating them? How do you feel about that? In what situations do you usually lose your temper? If you have experienced or exercised corporal punishments, you are not alone. Recent research shows that there is still a predominantly favorable attitude in countries towards the punishment of children. For example, according to a representative survey in one European Union country in 2019, with 1,009 respondents aged from 18 to 75 years old. Most respondents, with 68%, find it tolerable for a parent to span a child's hands to protect him or her from dangerous behavior such as fire. 36% of respondents would tolerate a parent slapping a child's hand to punish bad behavior. 23% would tolerate a parent picking up and shaking a misbehaving child in a shop. 15% would tolerate a teacher turning an ear when a child was not listening, talking to a classmate during class. 10% would tolerate a sibling hitting their sister, brother when he or she did not get a toy. Men are more likely to tolerate completely or sometimes such punishments. Spanning a child's hands to protect them from dangerous behavior is also more likely to be considered as fully tolerated behavior by residents of smaller towns or districts centers. The latter group is also more likely to tolerate the occasional span on the hands to punish misbehavior as a necessary discipline measure. Moderate corporal punishment is more tolerated than violence. Corporal punishment is embedded in traditions and is even reflected in folk sayings. For example, in one country it is named as birch porridge, example like meal which is needed for our everyday existence. Think, what are folk saying about child punishments in your country? However, we can make changes and instead of punishment, use a positive disciplining approach and tools. Positive discipline is based on children's right to a healthy development, protection from violence, and the value of their participation in their own learning and development. It focuses on forming positive attachments and promoting parent and child cooperation and reciprocity. There are four main principles of positive discipline. Identifying long-term educational goals. In order to effectively provide positive discipline, parents and caregivers need to identify the specific goals they would like the child to achieve in the long term. Example, the management of stress, improvement of communication skills, and consideration of other people's feelings. Providing warmth and structure. Research shows that children learn best when they feel respected, understood, trusted, safe, and loved. They also need clear information to help them gradually understand, learn, and succeed. Understanding how children think and feel. Learning to see and understand the world through the lens of a child helps adults provide warmth and structure in ways that are appropriate to the child's developmental level. Problem solving. Parents and caregivers need to take a step back, regulate their own emotions, and see the situation through a child's eyes. Problem solving helps children learn important skills. As children get older, they can participate in the problem-solving process. States prohibiting all corporal punishment of children, including in the home.